I've been walking with my face turned to the sun. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head.
It's the day, November 19th, 2024. Gonna have a little breakfast, we're gonna meditate, we're gonna take this morning in slow and just enjoy the day completely. It is time to get up. Your citizenship awaits you.
You will succeed in whatever you choose to do, and light will shine on the road ahead of you. Job 22:28.
I am born and raised in Washington, D.C. That is the East Coast of America. I lived in Maryland for a long time. I went to Xavier University for college. That was my first college experience. And New Orleans, Louisiana, that's the boot. So D.C. is up here, and the boot, bottom of the map is what we call it.
Hi, Akwaba. My name is Marissa Robinson. I'm from Washington, D.C. I came to Ghana for the first time in 2020. I was invited here upon the invitation of the president and my god sister, my cousin, Adrienne Corder, who you guys met earlier.
It wasn't until 1998 my family did their DNA and genetic heritage, ancestral DNA, by AfricanAncestry.com. Shout out to AfricanAncestry.com. They are the ones that tell you the actual African tribe. They don't give you percentage. They don't say, oh, you're a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They tell you what your majority tribe that is in your DNA by way of your mitochondrial DNA. That's on your mother's side. So that's what we recommend that you do first, because that's the longest line. As we know, even Ghana is a matrilineal country. So that's what we start with. So my matrilineal lineage is, drum roll, Ashanti.
Okay.
That's what they said. That's what the paper said. I got a phone call. I was at Xavier. I was asleep. My family was like, we got the results. And I was like, what? They were like, we Ashanti. I was like, a who? And they were like, Ashanti. So I asked them to spell it. And I went back to sleep.
If I know it's spelled right, I would have done the same thing.
Thank you for the ancestors for blessing us with this opportunity to return home and be a part of our motherland.
In 2005, I was working in the lab. I was a lab rat. I'm a scientist by trade. And I got a phone call from my godfather, who was half Ghanaian, and I never knew. I've known him all my life. I was like 24, and he was like, he knew I loved to travel. He said, would you like to travel with me to Ghana? And I was like, what you talking about? And he was like, yeah, my father's getting ill. And I was like, your father? And I never even knew to ask about his dad. I don't know, I guess I thought he was dead already. He was like, no, he's well. He's actually ill, but he's alive. But he's in Ghana, where he's been all his life. So Dr. Collison was his father. He was a medical doctor that came to Howard to get educated. But after he finished school, he came back to Ghana. So he didn't practice in the States. He didn't spend much time. He actually did what most Africans should do, is go get educated and bring it right back, right? So before he left DC, he left a seed. And that was my godfather. So for me to come to Ghana specifically, a lot of Americans that have come here aren't necessarily genetically Ghanaian. They're just genetically West African or African, right? So this is an entry point that's comfortable for us. You speak English, you invited us, you drive on the same side of the road as us. So you know, you're more English and Brit like us, opposed to the Francophone countries of West Africa. So Ghana's like a good door for us because of those reasons. You speak English. So with that being said, for me personally, I'm reversing history. For everybody else, it could just be like, we're back in Africa. But for me personally, like I'm like hitting the white man that put my people on the boat. Because I'm the one that enslaved African thought, like, will we ever have someone to come back?
I can feel it.
The journey back to Ghana has taken generations, centuries. Our ancestors left these shores in circumstances that were truly tragic and inhumane. They left, but their hearts, and now your hearts, have kept that enduring connection to the African soil, to our shared heritage, to Ghana.
So yesterday during the ceremony, they played a couple videos, and Genghis from Backyard Band was one of the first people that popped up on the screen, and I screamed Genghis. I was a little disruptive. BYB for life. BYB is Backyard Band in DC. We have something called Go-Go Music, which is music-based drum. So it's a group of drummers. You have a whole lot of percussionists. Now it's a full band, but it's primarily the drum. So this is some backyard right here.
Oh, okay.
So coming to Africa was easy for us because the drum was already in us. So we would dance and we would have our, this was something that we would do as a people all over DC. Everybody had a band. Everybody was linked to a band. And I guess that's the tribal piece in us. But that drum, and a little extra too, a little extra soft. Make it move a little bit. So today is our first day. We're going to a brunch. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated is one of the Divine Nine Greek organizations of America. So what does that mean? We're not Greek. No, we don't want to be of the Greek. But historically, this has been one of the things that the community, the education community has for us. So what does that mean? HBCUs, historically black colleges and universities, were created and existed since 1800s, like late 1800s. After we got freed from slavery, within the HBCUs became the Divine Nine. So it's 9 black Greek organizations that are like social clubs but focused on service, scholarship, education, leadership, all the things that we need to propel ourselves as a community, as a people.
Hi.
We got the Spice Girls. Wow. The Spice Girls.
You guys aren't loud enough for sorors. Hi, everybody. Annabelle said we're filming. Sunday, yes. But I just introduced the D-9 and how Ghana is strong with that here opposed to other countries, and just the idea of HBCUs and Howard's coming. Mecca to the Motherland is a big trip we're doing with Howard Alumni Association. Yeah, so this is like a preview that they'll get. So if you don't mind, if I can introduce you on camera, who you are just a little bit.
My name is Charlotte Fuller. I've been in Ghana this time for the past 4 or 5 weeks, but I lived here in the 60s, and after all these years, I've made Plan B and recently got residency here in Ghana, and I plan to spend more time here.
Where have you been other places? Where have you been since you left Ghana?
Since the 60s, I've been living in South Africa since 1998. I was interested in South Africa after the apartheid era had ended, so I went there. And when I came to Ghana in '61, the interest was that Ghana recently got their independence in '57, so a lot of Afro-Americans were interested in coming to Ghana. So I came at the time when some other people had the same idea. Maya Angelou was here at that time. W.E.B. Du Bois was here. Malcolm X came through. All of those people that you may not remember came through, and we were here. Muhammad Ali, and it was a beautiful time to be here. And of course, Nkrumah was president at the time, and that was exciting. So things are going on now, but I don't recognize Ghana anymore. Timor was just nobody went to Timor unless you wanted to buy some fish. So now I understand Timor is the second largest city.
Yeah.
Yes, so Timor, it's just amazing the changes that have taken place. And I'm excited to be here, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time here in Ghana.
You've been gone, it's an empty home.
Day one. We are 1 day old in Ghana. That's how they said it yesterday. The event was so nice. But Rabbi Cohen aged someone 5 years in Ghana. And we were like, wait, so that makes us babies. Mm-hmm. We're babies. We're babies.
We're born again.
We're born again in Ghana. So we're 1 day old in Ghana. But we are very familiar. You know how they say, you've been here before? Mm-hmm. We're 1 day old in Ghana, but we've been here before.
We're looking forward to all of the nuances that come with our new citizenship and what might be different for us, not in just the ways we feel, but the ways we operate and the ways we connect with others and all the surprises that come with it.
It's really exciting to be a part of the wave. It's like less than 1,000 people who have gotten this over the past 8 years. It's a selected few. It's a list that you get on by presidential, like pardon, I guess not pardon, but a presidential pass. Invitation. You know. So by way of the powers that be, shout out to all the diaspora coalitions, Triple AG, Craig.
Thank you, Triple AG.
Triple AG,
Triple
African-American Association of Ghana has been around since 1991, and they've been holding us down. Whoever you are as an American, come to and see. Like, tap into your tribe, right? Mm-hmm. And then from there, you'll find your market, because our people have done everything that your heart desires or what you can dream to do. Yeah. But you need to tap in and make sure you're directed and guided so that you don't get a lot of the speed bumps that you may not have to go over.
Yeah, and that you don't even
know how to
anticipate. You can't prepare enough to come here and do this life
by yourself,
or even together. I mean, we weren't by ourselves, but we were by ourselves in connection to Ghana. And your village is really going to be Triple AG. Like, there's somebody there with each piece of information to connect all the dots for you. So you gotta connect, you gotta stay connected, and you gotta be open to collaborate and sitting down with the elders, sitting down with the folks, and taking directions and listening.
Yeah, and a lot of us don't come to Africa to do that. We come here to not hang out with Americans. They be like, I'm leaving America. I don't want to hang out with Americans. Right. So we get it. You want to come and tap out and be off the grid. That's fine. But trust you, you do need your people.
And these Americans are different. Like, I think it was very special to experience all of us literally in that room yesterday, coming with the same values. Like, we all chose this. Like, we might be from different places in America, different places across the diaspora, but we all chose this. And upon that value, we have unity and connection. So you want to tap into those people who have that same value as you do, and that makes a different American. We're a new American and we're a new Ghanaian, because it's a different world.
Done for much too long. Stand up, please, and say.
I want us all to really understand the historical significance of this evening. We stand on the shoulders of so many who are not able to actually enjoy what we enjoyed here, and many of you have enjoyed. The 524 of you here are nothing less than a miracle. So many have struggled through so many generations to make sure that Mother Africa opened up her arms to her sons and daughters. Ever since the first captured African left these shores, they've had a vision, they've had the desire, they've had the inclination to want to return back home to her mother. When we celebrate tonight, make sure we remember all of those ancestors who sacrificed that we can be here. All around the world, people are still pointing the finger at Africans saying, go home. Open up our ears and hear that. Open up our minds and heart and soul and hear that. And let's do that not because somebody is telling us to get out of their land, because we own the whole globe. Our ancestors were the first settlers in every continent on this planet. The whole world is waiting for the manifestation of the sons and daughters of God. We are the sons and daughters of God.
Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land.
So we talked about the HBCUs a little bit, but I want to talk about my favorite, which is Howard University. I was born there. My mama was born there. My granddaddy was born there at Freeman's Hospital at that point. So I'm born and raised. I bleed Howard blue, I tell people. So we're really excited, although citizenship has like everybody's attention. We're really excited about that. Inside out, I'm like, have chills about Howard coming. So Mecca to the Motherland is on the way. And what that is a collaboration of ideas from Howard Bison to make sure we expose our people to what's going on here in Ghana. So we'll have a 2-week program designed specifically for the Howard Bison family and friends to come and experience Ghana in a way where no other group of people can give to you. So we're really excited. Howard has been in existence since 1867 and has been doing epic things. It's one of the pillars of the HBCUs in America. There are a lot of HBCUs in America, and they're dying. So I want to make sure that we keep the spirit of, although we're not in America anymore, it's still an HBCU spirit in us if we went to any HBCU. So we really want to highlight the HBCUs this year. We have a whole list of activities that we're doing. Man, it's just a lot of information and a lot of things to do for specifically the HBCU community. This is a year that we've never done this before like this, where we have a separate list of events for us to enjoy. So we're opening it up to all the people coming for Detty December, but we are definitely going to turn up and turn out.